for the wives of Hollywood's top plastic surgeons.
Yeah, but even the shape of your face has changed.
No, it has not. I've had no plastic surgery on my face.
The more you have, the more you can attain. However, should there be limits to this unfettered access, especially when the realm of plastic surgery becomes the battleground for personal transformation, despite the long-standing history and overall safety of plastic surgery, mistakes in this industry can have profound consequences. Today, we take you on a captivating journey through 20 celebrity plastic surgery disasters. Number 20, Hang Mioku's story shows how being prone to addictive behavior can lead to dangerous choices. Hong was once a successful model and singer, but at the age of 28, she became obsessed with having perfect skin and started getting lots of cosmetic surgeries, even moving to Japan for them. However, her quest for perfection became so intense that doctors refused to do more surgeries on her. When she returned to Korea, her appearance had changed so much that her own parents couldn't recognize her. At first, she tried to get help from a psychiatrist, but she stopped going to therapy and found a plastic surgeon who would keep doing surgeries for her. Eventually, Hang found a surgeon who gave her silicone injections and the tools she needed, like silicone and syringes, so she could do the injections herself. But when she ran out of supplies, she did something really desperate. She started injecting cooking oil into her face. This caused her face to swell up a lot, and she ended up with serious scars and deformities. People felt sorry for Hang when they heard her story, and some donated money to help her fix her face. She had to have 10 surgeries, but they only removed some of the bad stuff and made her face a little smaller. Now that she's in her 60s, Hang works in a second-hand clothes store and gets help from the government. Her biggest wish is to look like she did before all the surgeries. Her story reminds us how dangerous it can be to get addicted to plastic surgery. Number 19, Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke's experience with plastic surgery is different from many other famous people who want to look younger. He didn't choose to have cosmetic surgery to fight aging. Instead, he had to get surgery because he had serious injuries to his face from boxing. In the 1990s, Rourke, who was already a successful actor, decided to become a professional boxer. He had loved the sport since he was a kid. Before becoming a professional actor, Mickey Rourke was quite successful as an amateur boxer. He had an impressive record with 12 consecutive knockout wins between the 1960s and 70s. When he decided to turn pro, he continued to do well, winning 6 fights with 4 knockouts and having 2 draws. However, boxing took a toll on his face. Rourke suffered 2 broken noses, a split tongue, a compressed cheekbone, and even experienced short-term memory loss. To repair the damage, he underwent several reconstructive surgeries to restore his facial features. Unfortunately, Mickey Rourke wasn't happy with how his face looked after the surgeries, so he kept having more surgeries to try to fix it. Now, he looks very different from how he used to. To try to fix the damage from boxing, Rourke had 5 nose surgeries and 1 surgery to fix his cheekbone. Most of these surgeries were meant to fix the injuries he got from boxing. But Rourke admitted that he made a mistake in choosing the surgeon who operated on him. Number 18, Anastasia Pokhrushchuk. Anastasia Pokhrushchuk, who is from Kiev, Ukraine, decided to have a bunch of cosmetic surgeries. She got Botox, veneers, which are like covers for your teeth, reshaped her chin and jaw, and had liposuction. These surgeries might seem normal in the world of cosmetics, but what's surprising is how different Anastasia looks after them. She started getting these surgeries when she was 26 years old, and it took her down a different path. What makes Anastasia's story unique is that she decided to inject filler into her own face, using online tutorials to help her. She says she's very careful about cleaning her equipment and does the injections like a professional would. She's very confident in her skills. Because she keeps injecting filler into her cheeks to make them bigger, they've become really noticeable. She's determined to keep them that way. In fact, Anastasia wanted to be known for having the biggest cheeks in the world. In a 2020 interview, she said she's determined to keep injecting fillers into her own face, even though doctors have warned her not to. Number 17. Rajee Narinesingh. Rajee Narinesingh is a well-known figure in America who's involved in acting, LGBT advocacy, writing, singing, and reality TV. She gained a lot of attention when she appeared on the E! Entertainment show called Botched. On the show, she talked about the difficult time she had trying to get rid of cement-like substances that were injected into her face, breasts, and hips. These problems started because Rajee went to someone who wasn't licensed to do filler injections, and they did it wrong. She had to go back on the show a second time, and they were able to remove a lot of the bad stuff that was causing trouble. Rajee Narinesingh comes from a diverse background. She belongs to the Dogla ethnic group, with her father being of Indo-Trinidadian descent and her mother having French, Afro-Trinidadian, and Polynesian roots. In the late 1990s, she realized she was a transgender woman and began her journey to transition. This was a significant personal discovery that didn't change who she is as a person. In 2005, Narinesingh went to O'Neill Ron Morris, also known as the Duchess, for filler injections to make her face, breasts, and hips look more feminine. The Duchess was well known in Miami's transgender community for offering cheaper options for cosmetic surgery. However, the fillers used turned out to be a dangerous mix of concrete, tire sealant, mineral oil, and glue, not the silicone Narinesingh thought she was getting. It took her a few months to realize what was really in the injections because her body reacted badly, causing swelling and lumps where the harmful substances had been injected. Over the following years, Rajee Narinesingh faced a deep personal struggle. She felt so ashamed of how she looked that she stayed away from people, hardly ever leaving her house, and didn't seek help for the problems caused by the injections that weren't regulated. Her story highlights how crucial it is to have safe and informed cosmetic procedures, and it also demonstrates the strength of the human spirit when faced with challenges. Number 16. Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell, the well-loved English TV personality and music executive, is famous for being on global TV shows like The X Factor and Got Talent. People have noticed that he looks quite different lately, which has made many wonder if he had plastic surgery. In 2023, Simon Cowell admitted openly that he did have plastic surgery. He confessed to going to great lengths to look younger, but it ended up making him look so different that people couldn't even recognize him, and he seemed like a character from a scary movie. This change shocked not only the public, but also his young son, Eric, who was apparently really upset by how different his dad looked. In reaction to this, Simon decided to fix things. He had some of the filler that was put in during his procedures taken out, and he chose to go for a more subtle approach. Instead of big changes, he started getting facials to help improve his appearance. Furthermore, Simon Cowell emphasized the importance of a healthier lifestyle. He now follows a balanced diet, prioritizes hydration through ample water consumption, and demonstrates a commitment to not only looking good, but also feeling good and making choices that align with a more sustainable and holistic approach to well-being. Number 15. Nevan Suganovich. Nevan Suganovich is a 45-year-old celebrity stylist and reality TV personality from Croatia. He's famous for his appearances on Croatian reality TV shows and for having lots of cosmetic surgeries. In a surprising confession, Nevan Suganovich revealed an unexpected side effect from his latest surgery: a constant erection. He opted for his third nose operation at an Iranian clinic because it was cheaper, but he had to quickly go back to Belgrade because of this problem. This ongoing erection is a rare condition known as priapism, which happened because Nevan had an allergic reaction to the anesthetic during his surgery. It's a serious disorder that needs immediate medical attention, as highlighted by the French Association of Virology. Proper management is really important to stop any complications and to prevent permanent erectile dysfunction. Even though Nevan had this unexpected problem, he's still determined to keep getting surgical enhancements. He even said he wants just one more procedure to get the look he wants and to become famous worldwide. Number 14. Cardi B. Cardi B is an American rapper famous for her music that appeals to both young and older listeners. She's as outspoken as her song lyrics. What makes her stand out is that she's not afraid to talk openly about her experiences with plastic surgery, even the mistakes she's made. During an Instagram live session, Cardi B shared that she recently had surgery to remove her butt implants. She explained that she did this because many people thought she got her body done right after giving birth in August. The butt implants that Cardi B had removed were mostly made of 95% biopolymers. She said the process of removing them was really tough, and she gave a strong warning to her followers, saying they should never choose to get this procedure done under any circumstances. Cardi B revealed that she felt pressured to get the implants back when she worked as a stripper. She said she only paid $800 to someone who did the procedure in a basement. This kind of procedure is done gross because the filler can spread in the body. The person who did Cardi B's procedure was apparently involved in a sad incident where a woman died because of the injections she got. It's important to understand that Cardi B's dislike for biopolymers doesn't mean she's against plastic surgery completely. She has been open about getting a nosy job, saying she didn't like her father's nose and wanted to change it. Cardi B strongly believes that if there's something about yourself that you're not happy with, it's okay to make changes, but it's really important to do it safely. Number 13. Katie Price. Katie Price, the English media personality and model, stands out in the celebrity world for her openness about plastic surgery. She's not afraid to admit to having many cosmetic procedures and is open about the big changes she's made to her appearance over the years. During her time as a model, Katie Price kept a natural appearance. It wasn't until she turned 30 that she started making changes to her look. Now, at 45 years old, she's confidently doing whatever she wants with her appearance without feeling sorry about it. Her journey started in 1999 when she made significant changes to her appearance. She enhanced her bust, going from a 32B to a 32DD, and also refined the shape of her nose. By 2006, she was well into her transformation through plastic surgery, and by 2011, she fully embraced it and proudly showed it off. Katie's changes became more and more dramatic as time went on. In 2016, she decided to get fuller lips and a smoother, shinier face. Just 2 years later, when she appeared at the National Television Awards, her look had changed so much that she was almost impossible to recognize. Her surgeries became more extreme over time, including getting her breasts augmented every year starting in 2019. Each of her breast implants is estimated to weigh around 4.4 pounds. This has caused worry among plastic surgeons about her overall health. One doctor, Dr. Cowell Felix, has expressed concern about Katie's surgeries, both in terms of how often she's having them and the extent of the procedures. He emphasized that this could be a cause for worry regarding her health. Number 12. Donatella Versace. While we can't be entirely certain about the extent of Donatella Versace's cosmetic procedures unless she personally reveals them, it's not accurate to claim she hasn't had any work done. Donatella Versace, the Italian fashion designer and sister of Gianni Versace, has a remarkably smooth and wrinkle-free face, which is unusual for a woman in her late 60s. There are visible signs that indicate she may have had cosmetic enhancements. Her nose looks more slender and pointed than before, and her upper eyelids seem less droopy. Her cheeks appear fuller, and her lips have a different shape, which could be the result of cheek implants and lip augmentation. In 2014, Donatella was photographed with an unusually shiny appearance, which cosmetic surgery clinical director Mark Norfolk attributed to extensive Botox use. Mark explained that Botox can cause the forehead to appear stretched, shiny, and free of lines, which matches Donatella's appearance. Mark Norfolk also points out that it's rare for a woman of Donatella's age to have no forehead lines or wrinkles, and her eyes seem somewhat half shut, which further indicates possible Botox use. Based on these observations, it's reasonable to assume that Donatella may have used Botox or other cosmetic treatments to keep her youthful appearance. Number 11. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's significant transformation is clearly associated with plastic surgery. Comparing photos of him from his youth to the final images taken before his passing in 2009 shows a profound change in his appearance. Reports from sources like the Daily Mail suggest that Michael Jackson underwent a considerable number of surgeries, some of which aimed to correct previous procedures that had gone wrong. His journey started with the desire to change the shape of his nose. It's reported that Michael Jackson was quite nervous about his first nose job, so much so that he asked his sister LaToya to have the procedure first as a test. Once he was satisfied with how it turned out, he went ahead with his own surgery in 1979. This marked the beginning of his transformative journey. Dr. Ida Gorbis, an expert in body dysmorphic disorder, suggests that Michael Jackson may have had as many as 100 surgeries. Some of these procedures changed his features so much that it became hard to tell his ethnicity. While the exact number and details of these surgeries are not definitively known, Dr. Wallace Goodstein, who collaborated with Michael's surgeons in the 1990s, disclosed that they involved numerous nose jobs, cheek implants, eyelid surgery, and the addition of a cleft in his chin. Dr. Goodstein revealed that Michael would have multiple surgeries every 2 months, sometimes having as many as a dozen procedures during each visit. Michael expressed that he felt it would be selfish to benefit from his talents only for himself. Number 10. Jessica Alves, formerly Rodrigo Alves. Jessica Alves is a Brazilian-British television personality who has undergone numerous cosmetic surgeries to change her appearance. She was born in São Paulo, Brazil on July 30th, 1983, to a Brazilian mother and a British father named Roosevelt Alves. Her father's family had a history of European immigration to Brazil in the 1940s, initially working in agriculture before moving into supermarkets, shopping malls, and real estate. Jessica has fond memories of her grandfather buying her Barbie dolls when she was a child. Despite being born male, Jessica has always felt feminine and expressed her gender identity by playing with dolls and dressing in a feminine way from a young age. From a very young age, around 3, 4, 5, and 6 years old, Jessica strongly believes that gender shouldn't be used to label people. During adolescence, Jessica had a hormone imbalance that caused too much estrogen, which led to the growth of breast tissue. Jessica Alves also faced bullying because of her unique characteristics. Over the years, she has undergone a significant number of surgeries, including nose procedures that resulted in the loss of her sense of smell. Her transformation has involved over 103 cosmetic operations, totaling just over 500,000 pounds, with 51 of them being plastic surgeries as of 2018. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell button so you don't miss out on our next videos. Stay tuned for the next amazing video.